In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you some advanced features of our content management system, specifically the additional modules that we've created. So I'm going to show you the Contact Us module, how you can change the default message that ends up on the page, and also how you can use it to evaluate how well your website is doing by the amount of contacts you're getting. And we're also going to get quite advanced and have a look at the Spinning Planet SEO module, which helps you get found by Google. And then we'll do some fun stuff, and I'll show you how you can use Lightbox to create a nice gallery type system for your website. So let's get started. Firstly, let's go into the admin area and click on Contact Us. So there's a number of different options here. You can determine what the send email address, what the from name is, what the from email is, and also what the thank you message is. So the client gets a copy of this thank you message, and they also see it on the page after they've submitted the form. You can also change your Contact Us information. So if you move your business to a new location, you can easily just update it here. You might change your phone number here. Now you'll see that we've put a link on the phone number. I just want to show you what that is. So if I click on the link icon, see how we've made the URL tel:// and then the international number. And the reason you make the phone number a link like that is if somebody's viewing your website on their telephone, then they can easily just click on that link and it brings up their phone and dials you. Or if they have a headset connected to their phone, they can click on that on the web page and it will dial you from their computer. So it just makes things easier for the customer to use. And of course you can change your address. Now you'll see down here, if you change your address down here too, it will automatically show the right location on Google Maps on your contact page. By default in your contact form, we ask them for their name, their email, their phone number, what the message subject is about, and their message. But if you wanted to, you can actually create multiple other fields like questions of, would you like us to meet you, or for you to come and meet us, and you'd make it a radio button. And you can find out more about all those other selections there. However, in saying that, keep your contact form as short as possible, because the stats show that if there's too many fields for people to fill out, they're less likely to fill it out. We've got some settings. We've had a look at that. The most important one, well, I think it is the submitted messages. So after 12 months, if you go back, you can have a look at all your submitted messages. I've only got one in here, which is a test that I sent. But if you've got multiple messages in there, you can go through each of them and you can say, well, did they become a client? Yes, they did. Bryn was worth $1,000. And if you had 10 clients like Bryn in the 12 months, then you know that your website tentatively generated $10,000 worth of sales for you. A lot of people talk about website metrics as in how many clicks you're getting and page views and all that sort of stuff. It's important, but it's nowhere near as important as the most significant metric, which is how much money you've made from the website. Of course, if you're a non-profit, then you're not measuring in money, but you probably are measuring in how many times you get contacted. So that's our Contact Us module. Let's go and have a look at our search engine optimization module. So over here, we call these furls, which means they're friendly URLs. So instead of the customer seeing page1.php?1, which is the page that was created for the home page, they see home instead. So I'll just quickly show you that. So we can see up here it says home. That also helps Google find you. I'll just show you something else first. If I click on About Us, see how that's showing up as page.php?4? Though it doesn't really matter to the person that much that's viewing the website, it is good to make it a friendly URL. So if they do look up there or they bookmark it, they know it's the About Us page. But later on down the track, when you're analyzing website traffic, if you've created a friendly URL, it's easier to understand what's going on. I'm not going to get into that, but when you come in for meetings with us, we offer a free meeting every 3 months. We explain these stats to you, and we tell you how your website's working. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a friendly URL using the Search Engine Optimization module. So I've selected page.php $4 up the top, and I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go back to our SEO module over here. The original URL is page.php $4, and the friendly URL is about-us. You can never use a space, so instead of a space, use a minus or an underscore. Reason you can't use a space is website names, URLs don't work that way. And we want to rewrite it. So it means that even if somebody went to page.php $4, it's going to rewrite it and it'll end up as about us. Now, if you're trying to target a specific page, let's say a product page such as Palmerston North Web Design, you can change the title of it, which is what shows up here in the top of the web browser. You can change the keywords, which is what Google looks for in the background as well. So if you've got around about 20 keywords, such as web design, Palmerston North Web Design, you can separate those by a comma and put those in there. And you can even have a description. I'm not going to do it at the moment, and the reason for that is the whole website has default keywords that it can use. But this is what you'd use if you specifically wanted to target a page to, let's say, Auckland, Wellington, or a specific product or service. So now if I go save, watch what happens over here when I refresh this page. It's now turned to About Us. So it's a nice, friendly URL. So that's how you can use the SEO module. In fact, I'll show you one other tool. Sorry, getting a bit carried away here, but this is a very cool tool. If you go to the Spinning Planet homepage and you click on Free, go down to our Search Engine Analyzer, and this will tell you if the title of your web page and the keywords and the description match up with the content of your web page and whether Google will actually like it. So let's have a look at Spinning Planet, just the main page. This is also a handy tool if you want to analyze what keywords and descriptions your competitors are using. So if I go put in this code here, you only have to put it in once and then it'll just remember, so you can do as many tests as you like. So it's analyzing it, it's gone off and it's read the page. It's not doing too badly. 12 words is optimal. We're a bit over the character limit. I'm not too worried about that. We're using 18 words in our description. 24 is optimal. So what this is doing, and this is analyzing the keywords that we've used in our title and our description and our keywords phrases with the content that's on our page. And this, if you get this right, this balance right, it significantly increases the chances of you showing up on the first page of Google. Google has over 2,000 different variables that it uses, but if you do these three, the chances of you showing up on page one is significantly increased. Once you get it right, you can also then just submit it to Google, and then Google's search engine robots that night will go out and they'll read your website. And if it all looks good to them, then they might improve your ranking. So let's go back to our page that we were working on. And now what I want to do is show you another module called Lightbox. It doesn't show up in your modules list because it's actually a background module. But I'll show you how it works. I've already put this image in here, but if I put a link on top of it, I can then link it to another image. Well, actually, I'm going to link it to the actual image, which is which one? It's that one with a dock. So I double click on that image there. But instead of just linking off to it, I'm going to put it into a lightbox. So that's what it's relative to. And when I click OK, it doesn't look like anything's changed, but watch this. I then go back to the About Us page, and when I click on that image, the background goes grey, and if there's any other images in that folder, it can see those too. But it creates this nice little lightbox so you can see a nice big version of the image if you want to as well. So that's just a couple of the modules inside E107, inside our version of E107. If you've got more, this is where you can find out how to use them. Normally we would have sent you a link to the direct video tutorials, but if you're ever just getting curious, just go to Supports, then down to Tutorials. And there's a bunch in there, but I'll show you somewhere else. If you go to our YouTube channel, in fact, I'll create an easier link for you to get there. And you see this little search icon here. As an example, if I click on that and I type web shop, let's say you've got our web shop module. It then comes up with all the different video tutorials that we've created for the web shop. Or if I search for, let's say, Lightbox, it shows all of our video tutorials related to that. Again, though, if you've got any questions, we're here to help, so feel free to email or call us.